Hey gamers, it's Wintermute here from Grind This Game, back with oxygen not included, the Expressive Upgrade, and we're playing on the rock map, which is like a... We zoom out here, we can see it's kind of... if you're new to this series, it's like a lava ice biome without any slime biome, and just space around this, I think. I haven't actually reached out to the edges yet, so I'm gonna try to do that maybe this episode, we'll see. But I've done some calculations in terms of oxygen usage and food and stuff. And I think we have enough sleet wheat on the map. I did some counting. We have about 81 sleet wheat that I've uncovered so far. Right in this pocket, and then down here, and up here. I think there's 81 plants, roughly speaking. And each sleet wheat gives 18 grains, and they come every 72 cycles. So if you do all the math, I think it works out to, let's see here, the dupes need about 518,000 calories, and they'll be getting about 583,000 if they get all the sleet wheat that's exposed. We also have some hatch eggs that we'll get occasionally, but I'm not depending on that because we have to feed them, and eventually we're going to run out of their food. So that's the food situation, and then the oxygen situation. Let's just go into reports here. If we look at calories, like I just mentioned, they're eating roughly, let's say, 1,000 calories a day, a little bit less than that. So that's how I did the calorie calculation. Actually, let's go back. Yeah, if you can see here. I think I actually did the calculation with 1,200 per day, just for a little bit of safety. And then for oxygen, if we close this up and look at oxygen generation, we can see each dupe is using about 50 kilograms of oxygen per day. And if we look at the electrolyzer, we get about 88.8% oxygen out of each 1,000 grams of water. We get about 88% of, or 89% of the water in terms of kilograms. And our dupes are using, let's go back a day, using about 50 kilograms per day or per cycle, and a cycle is about 600 seconds. So if you do all the math, it works out that each, I think the number of dupes I had, I need about, what did I say? I have it written down here. I forget already. Well, let's just look at this again. Sorry, so oxygen, back a day. Let's just say for the whole colony we need about 300 kilograms. Or about 60 per dupe. So we're going to be using about, if we electrolyze it all, I think we would need about 64 kilograms of water per dupe per day. Something like that. I'm probably messing up my math here. I'm looking at scribbled notes here. So we certainly don't have enough water. Well, our water is finite, so we would use up all our water eventually. But we are getting some water from the toilets, so we get an extra 6.7 kilograms of water for every cycle they use the bathrooms. So that doesn't satisfy their 64 kilograms, so we need oxygen from another source, or eventually they will expire. They won't have enough oxygen. And we would run out of water, and there's no source of water on the map, so we're going to need a lot of morbs, I think. And I've been thinking of building a little morb farm in here using toilets. I think I figured we need about 4 morbs per dupe, or 24 morbs. And I don't know if that's going to be possible to jam them all in one room. And then we'll have to clean out the slimeling out of the air. But to conserve oxygen until then, I was thinking of stopping these plants from using our excess water, turning off the electrolyzer for now. Let's disable that. Speed up the game here. So get rid of these plants here. These bristle blossoms. Because we can't really afford to spend water on food. So that's all going to come out of there. And we might as well get rid of the pipe as well. We're not going to need it. Take that pipe out. Maybe not. get these two here. And we're going to turn the electrolyzer off. And then I'm going to send all the extra toilet water to the electrolyzer for now. So we'll send a line down this way with abyssalite. And we'll just join up right here. I'm going to use a bridge, actually, to force the water to go in one direction. I think that'll work. Maybe like that. And then the other one we might put a bridge on as well to force some water directions. So we'll do that. So any kind of excess toilet water will go to the electrolyzer. But for now, what I want to get oxygen from is out here. I want to grab all this oxygen, and now some of it's really hot. But I want to kind of vacate this whole area, get all this juicy oxygen out, and send it into the base as our kind of supply of oxygen. Probably gonna have to cool it, but it's already cool in the base. Pretty cool. We might even use radiant pipes to kind of cool it down as it goes along, and maybe put some wheezeworts along here. Make a cooling hallway or something. So I'm going to try to conserve food and water as best as possible for the next little bit here. And we'll see how far we can go with just with kind of what we have here. With the food and stuff, and there they go, cleaning up. Let's bump this priority up here. So maybe I'll get some wheezeworts and start a cooling hallway. And I'll also build some oxygen or some pumps up here. I should probably just mine all this out, actually. Start mining this out. Something like that. Just kind of clear all this out, and then where should I put my pump? I kind of want to get rid of this water as well. I got naphtha there. I don't want that to really get into the water supply. So I might leave that. Let's dig this out. Dig that out. Actually, this can all go. Maybe I'll set up my my thing here. Maybe take out another level here. And build an actual floor here. Maybe that's where we'll set up. Maybe actually right. Actually, I don't want that water to go in here because it's gonna mess up our plants. Oh, hypothermia. There we go. It's cold work, so we'll let that drain out. And then maybe I'll set up the pump and stuff here. Let's actually just start that. So we'll do a gas pump. Maybe right here. And use some radiant pipes. We got lots of wolframite, so let's use wolframite. Come down here. It'll get kind of cooled as we come along here. And I might do a bit of a radiator system here. Put some flower pots along here. Maybe over this way. Put some wheezeworts in there. Let's go out into the wild and get cherry pick some of them. I don't want to take too many because I want things to remain cool. But I want to grab all this oxygen because it's pretty useful. Even though it's kind of hot. And then once this is all kind of evacuated... Oh, I should seal this hole because... we're losing oxygen out this little section here. But I do want to use this water eventually. But for now, let's just put an airlock. Right here, I guess. Put wheezeworts in there. We're going for like a sustainable colony. with what limited resources we have. Let's mop this out. Now I might be skipping ahead because there's going to be a lot of digging and building and stuff just while they work on stuff. Let's get this Weezewort here. They can reach that, right? Oh, priorities, that's the problem. Priority. I forgot which ones I dug out, but let's just set them all to 8. I want to get this water as well, because water is precious. So we've got that, the recovering there. I'm going to turn this off because we're not going to be able to take any more dupes on. I've realized that, since oxygen is limited. And I should probably put up a... Are they still working on this a little bit? I want to finish this off, but I'm going to put a toilet in here. But we need a sink first. So I'm just going to use a wash basin because I don't want to put all the piping in. And we want an airlock because we're going to eventually get a morb in there, I hope. Seal that up. And then put an outhouse in there. I'll leave room for more sinks and more outhouses. 1, 2, 3, and then here. I'm gonna seal this up as well. Hopefully they can get in there. That's buildable, unreachable. Yeah, okay, we'll go up here. Do it that way. So, if we turn off enough of the toilets, maybe we'll get a full outhouse here, and then we can prevent them from going in here. Actually, I'm going to build it just a bit later. I want to get this finished off first. So we'll start to generate morbs in here. I'll put a pump to try to move the polluted oxygen off into some kind of chamber. I'm not sure where yet. But that chamber will contain a whole bunch of deodorizers that will clean the air. Oh, there's a buried Weezewort there. I also think I'm missing some of my harvest. Yeah, let's get all this harvesting. Get that. Any others are here? Oh, we got to make our way in here and seal this space up. I was thinking of draining all this water down into this area here. But first we got to get in here. So maybe I'll go across here. Is there any space exposure here? Not along here. Okay, so that's safe. Oh, there's a sleet wheat right there. Oh, that's all space there. Can we can go down and then over. Oops. No, don't do that. Across here. And then I'll have to build wallpaper all along here. Got liquid carbon dioxide. It's really cold in there. So we'll let them kind of catch up with stuff. Or have they already caught up? They already caught up. Look at that. Okay. We're just gonna... I'll get them to do this. And... maybe finish this as well. Maybe I'll put a ladder all the way up along here. Or we could risk digging in here. I'm just gonna put a tile right here. And then put this ladder up a little bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna skip ahead a bit here. Okay, they're pretty much caught up, and I'm gonna start building my stuff in here. So we're gonna do some power, some coal power, just to power everything around here. Coal power. Ooh, small power transformer. I've never seen that yet. Don't really have a whole big power build out in this map. So let's just do that. The smart battery. Hook that up to the pump. Oh, they're getting all wet. They're gonna get hypothermia again, I can tell. And we need automation wire. And let's set that coal generator to 8. And the smart battery to 50. Hypothermia, there we go. And then this pump, we need to airlock all this off. This top area. So from here, might put an airlock right here. Kind of want to get this polluted water out as first though, so let's do that. Start digging this down. Dump that polluted water in here. Eventually we'll clean it, we'll filter it. Oh, do I have enough refined metal? Copper and gold. Oh, I don't want them actually getting the gold from down here just yet, because it's freaking hot. In fact, I might seal that up. That gold's at 1,000 degrees. Yeah, I think I might just seal that back up. We don't really need it that badly. Now, regular abyssalite tiles should just work fine. Now, how are they going to get through here? I'll have to make an alternate pathway for them. And they're going to get really hot while they do that work. But that's okay. And we can't mop that up. It's too much water. I thought I would use this, but we have enough copper. We don't really need the gold. We can let it just accumulate in there. That'll be fine. But we don't want all that heat spilling out. Oh, there's Scalding. Maybe I'll make the alternate pathway over the top. Okay, be careful in there. They're gonna freeze and scald themselves. Now I think this neutronium, yeah, that'll keep things nice and, okay. 2 more tiles. They'll get to it eventually. Now, this is all reachable, right? And harvestable. Let's check harvesting. Yeah, I set that all to be harvested. Okay, that should be okay now, temperature-wise. And we need an alternate route. Let's just go up this way, I guess. Ah, it's a bit of a journey for them to go all the way around. Maybe I'll come down from the top. Let's go in here. Build a ladder down. I do want it to be fast for them to get in and get out and not get soggy feet. And then eventually we'll improve decor along the routes that they use. It's all gonna come down here. We don't want this to flood out, so we might have to pull this out with a pump. I don't like it in there. No, I already rummaged in here, right? Yeah, already, yeah. I want to get this wheezewort from being stuck in there. I don't think this is reachable right now, but once they dig that out, they should be able to reach. No, they won't be able to reach. Okay. It's a delicate delicate exercise here. Down to here, and then you should be able to hop across. Yeah, so it's all about having enough food and having enough water and oxygen. Okay, I want to get in here as well. Oh, I set this to be dug out, but I didn't give them a way out. Okay, so I want to seal all this. Might as well just build that out. Drywall, sandstone. Like so. Then we can kind of pressurize this and let all this water come down. I want to protect these two plants though, so what I'll probably do is build a little wall here and then drain all this water down. And we got a nullifier in here we could use for cooling. Let's see how that pump is set up here. We got power to it. Let's start sending that oxygen over, because the oxygen in the base is probably... Oh, wow. It's still really good. Even though I turned the electrolyzer off. What's going on here? Where is all this oxygen coming from? That's off. Maybe it's just coming from here? I don't know. That's sealed, that's sealed, that's sealed. This is not sealed. Let's go like this. Build a little radiator here. And then send that into the base. Actually, why am I cooling it? Oh, I'm cooling it because it's going to be blistering hot. It's cold at the moment, but it'll get hot from over here when we start pulling it all out. Okay, let's build that radiant pipe out. And for now, I might as well just build it. And then we can always add more radiator later if we need it. And I'll do it right there for now. So the base is pressurized. That's sealed. This is not sealed down here, so I should probably do an airlock here. And eventually we'll have to deal with the CO2. Okay, that looks good. I was going to vent this out into space, but it never heated up. It's really strange. It's only heated up to about here. It could be that all the heat is being dumped into this rock. That's probably what's going on. -8, -5, yeah. I think it was -28 before. Now the heat is just escaping this way. So eventually all this will normalize, but that could take thousands of cycles. There they go with the pipe. Let's take this out. Pop that up. How hot is it up there? 68 degrees, not too bad. Should probably clean that polluted oxygen, but we're gonna start, there we go, we're gonna start sucking it out of there. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're getting some polluted oxygen as well. That's okay. Don't stand in the cold. Who is that? The beast. Get in here. I just like standing in the cold. Okay, how's that working? I should probably put a valve on that just to keep that under control. That's working nicely. That should just turn this into a vacuum. Let's clean up that air before we start sucking it in. Let's put deodorizer there, mop this up. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Dig this out. Oh, it's pretty hot in there. Gotta make sure they don't get scalded. Okay, any injuries? Yeah, we got a couple injured dupes. Now, I definitely don't want that naphtha getting over, so I'm gonna put a tile right here. How's stress and germs? Pretty good. So the pressure should come down here. And I wanted to airlock this off. Maybe right here. But maybe up here. Not quite sure yet. That's all sealed. Actually, I want to deal with this water first, so let's get down. Oh, they're still building this. Unreachable, of course. They haven't finished yet. So I'll let them build this. We'll get all this nicely sealed in. I really should build a airlock here before they start all that. Already 8. Maybe 2. Actually, 1's probably fine. It'll take them a while to build this because these are 400 kilograms each. So I'll be back once they finish this. Okay, they finished with that little project. So now I want to build a wall here just to protect this little bit of sleet wheat we have here. Because I'm going to flood this chamber. Actually, they're going to need a ladder to get over there. Maybe I'll have to build it slightly to the right here. Let's build a wall like right here. And I might do it a double wall because we don't want that water to break the wall. And I should probably dig a little bit more of this out. A little space behind there, right? Oh, I should probably build the ladders first, or they might get stuck. And we got frozen CO2, but once I dig through here and let all this CO2 sink down, this should all pressurize. And our oxygen evacuation program. We had a lot of oxygen in here before, so I think there was like 16 kilograms up here. Yeah, there's a lot of oxygen in here. Oh, and I should deodorize a little bit here. Deodorize here. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if we can get a sustainable colony. Food, 129. I'll let it go down to 50k and then we'll make some more frost buns for them. I think our hatches are actually slowly dying away. That's not good. What do we got in here? Sandstone and clay. Actually, we don't want to feed our... Okay, let's just see here. Clay. Sandstone. I'm not quite sure why their population numbers are falling. I don't want any sage hatches, so I'm going to cook those up. Got some polluted oxygen in there. Let's fix that. Keep getting alarms. I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's do some more research. Even though we don't really need any of this stuff, we can't make plastic. We can't make exosuits. Is there anything in here I want? No. Maybe I should do it just in case. Through some miracle I find like an oil well or something. I'll just do all the research. And that way they can... Oh, starvation. Why don't you go eat? You're allowed. Oh, we're sending lots of polluted oxygen in here now. I should probably put a whole bunch of deodorizers throughout the base. And set them to high priority. This is getting pretty warm over here. Might want to do some wheezeworts. I'm going to remove this compost from here. Maybe stick it down here. Actually, I want them to wash their hands if they do that. So we'll leave it. And maybe I'll do a wheezewort right here. 'Cause it's getting kind of warm here. Can they not get in here to build this? Priority 9. Guess they're busy doing other stuff. Okay, let's keep digging down here. Yeah, it's sucking all this oxygen, so it should grab all this hot oxygen eventually. Let's just dig all this out. So that get all that polluted water out of there. And do a mop. Okay, maybe I'm freezing the base a bit too much. I think it'll work out once this hot air kind of moves its way over. So you can kind of see it all migrating towards here. I should really airlock this off. Right, right here maybe. Yeah, let's take this ladder out. Tile in here. Put an airlock here. And then this should become a vacuum eventually. Suffocating. Got a lot of dirty air here. Let's clean that up. We got a lot of sand, so no problem. Now, I think these water coolers might be using water. I saw them load them up a few times. If that's the case, I might actually get rid of them. Terrible meal. Okay, let's check jobs. Okay, Juicy can learn some more stuff. Yeah, all fine. That looks fine. Eventually we'll demote everyone. And I'm going to skip ahead just to let them kind of work through some of this stuff. And let this kind of evacuate here. Okay, so I got this little double wall built, and I think I'm going to poke a hole in here. Right here. And then we'll let the water drain down into this little cavity here. Oh, we didn't quite finish here. So we'll kind of start building a ladder up here, get all this nice water out. I should probably seal this up first. Actually, that should be fine. So we'll build a ladder up here. Take this out. And just head straight up. There, some of it's going down. This is not space in here, is it? There she goes. Okay, we'll keep building up. We'll suck all this water out of here. Clean up the air. Wait, that water's going down. I think it's just spreading out. Yeah, I don't think any space is exposed there. I hope. Here comes the flood. Sploosh. Oh, there was some sleet wheat there. Oh, it's still growing there. Okay. Uh-oh, look at Juicy. Okay, let's dig this out. That out. This will be our reserve water. And how's this project going up here? Is this getting... Yeah, pressure's falling in here. That's good. I still want to get up here once we got it kind of fixed, cooled down. Sand at 300 degrees. Really, I need to put a thermal barrier outside this whole area here, but too hot at the moment to get up there. Oh, and that reminds me of my dupes. I have to heal them. Juicy and Boom the Mech. Juicy and Boom the Mech. You're on the bench. Food's coming down. Let's put a low priority frost button continuous there. Where did all our hatches go? We had so many before. How old is this hatch? 81. Maybe it's too cold for them. Maybe they're dying in the cold. Happiness 4. I wonder what temperature they like. How's our cold? 9.7. We can't let the hatches go extinct. That would be terrible. Okay, how's this going over here? Drain some more of this out. Now we gotta make sure... Actually, I could pump all this oxygen out as well. Look at the difference in pressures. Good. Okay, we might have to go up here though. Might have to move our pump all the way up here. How hot is it up there? That is 77 degrees, not too bad. Let's build a little floor. Granite across here. And I want to get the rest of this water out, so dig that out. And did I kill any sleet wheat while I did all this? I hope not. There's one here. I'm going to skip ahead, just because we're just going to work on getting all the water down into here. That's the project. And evacuate all this, and then we'll eventually open up to space. Maybe. To suck all the heat out, or we'll just cool it down as we bring it out. Oh, a bunch of water just fell through. That's okay. Okay, now we got a bunch of CO2 building up here, and I'm not sure where it came from. This was all oxygen not so long ago, and now it's all CO2. So I'm going to turn this pump off. And let's just see. I still want to pull as much water out of here as we can. Dig that out. I don't want that water spilling that way. That should be fine. A lot of polluted oxygen in here. Let's clean that up. And I was going to put some wheezeworts here just to cool down this air that we're about to pull out of here. So I'll probably move my pump maybe up to here. Yeah, we'll pull that out of there. Okay, ventilation. Makes sense to go to the top, so we'll stick it right here, I guess. That's gonna need power, so let's link it up. And radiate. I don't need radiant piping along here because this is cold already, so we'll just use regular gas pipe. Sandstone's fine. Should we go? Let's say granite. Let's use granite. And we'll just connect in right here. And pull the rest of this oxygen out. Okay, I really need to replace this with a regular floor because it's all melting. So what I'm going to do is put a little place for that to collect down here. Actually, we must just dig all the way through and let it leak out this way. They are not going to like that. They're going to freeze. Okay, that's working well. Should probably clean up that polluted oxygen. Oxygen in the base is still good. I'm really surprised. We're sending in all sorts of junk. Any germs in the air? Nope. Oh, the water situation. I forgot to send the water to the electrolyzer. Oh no. Look, it's all backed up. Is the toilet still working? Pipe blocked. Oh no. We gotta turn this on big time. And I really should put an emergency outhouse here. We were gonna put unreachable food. Who's got unreachable food? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Juicy. Got yourself stuck. There he goes. Get out of there. Okay, now that that's running, it'll start using that. Oh, the water. I don't want this water used though, so I'm gonna. Actually, I want to just cut the pipe. Cut this pipe right here. Okay, that should get the toilets working again, but not in time. Oh no. Pop that up. Oh, they're all going at once. And we got little bits of... Oh, everyone's going. Oh, this is terrible. Mop it up. And hopefully we can get these little bits here. Oh, jeez. What's going wrong? What's going wrong in the bathrooms? We're not using the water fast enough. Because we're at max gas pressure. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. Oh, because my pump is off. That's what the problem is. Okay. There we go. Pump's working. Water's being used. Things are getting back to normal. Okay. Crisis averted, I hope. Get this little bit of polluted water. It's sitting in our water tank. Oh no, look at all the germs. That's okay though, because we're not really putting water in food anymore. So it doesn't really matter. Okay. How's this going up here? Pressure's getting low, that's good. Now, is it time to expose it to space? If we get it down to a vacuum, the temperature, where will the temperature end up if it's a vacuum? Will it have a temperature? I don't even know. We gotta seal things up before we do that. Still working on clearing all this out. Kinda want to build a floor here now. Let's do that. Maybe I'll just continue that all the way across. Yeah, I think I will. This will be our... Okay, getting carried away there. And that way we'll be able to seal this top area and then we'll evacuate it. I definitely want to do that this episode. Actually, that's already sealed there. Maybe that was unnecessary. I kind of want to make a nice clean floor across here though. Even though my ladders are all over the place. Yeah, I'll skip ahead. Let them work on this. Okay, we got some crazy water stuff going on here. I dug this out a bit and some water did fall out, but even though it's a small amount, oh, it's because it's stacking. Really got to open this door up. Let that water fall out of there. And then maybe mop up the rest. I think it's probably time to kind of open this up to space. And kind of see what happens. Now I don't want the pump running during all that. So maybe I'll just disable this battery. And there's not much water, even though it looks like a lot. There's not much water left in here. Oh, they just filled that up. Okay, fine. Let's get these wheezeworts out of here. Plant a few more here. Actually, I don't really need them here, but I want to bring them, I want to pick them up. Actually, I just should put them in a container. I think I can do that. Okay, let's close this door. That's all sealed. We have to seal this breach here. And here, actually. So let's do this. Then I'll seal this. And that should all be closed up, and then we can open it up to space. The moment I've been waiting for. Can I put wheezewort seeds in here? Wort seed, priority 8. Yeah, you guys go get those. Still hundreds of degrees up there. I'm gonna actually get rid of these as well. And I kind of wanted to explore down this way as well. Down this way, but we gotta go into space. Actually, there's some hidden sleet weed in there. I should get that. Do a low priority thing down this way. So, space exposure. Space exposure. Space exposure. Actually, that's all space exposure. Okay, we'll do that later. The whole point of this episode was to get this evacuated and open it up to space. So let's do it. Let's go out here. Actually, we don't have to go that far. This is all space right here. And it's closed. We gotta seal this. There they go. Now the pressure in here is about 350. Let's see how fast it drops. Pretty fast. Wow, milligrams. And I think the liquid will also go. Guess we'll find out in a bit here. I think it should all head this way. wonder if we do a bigger slot, we'll get rid of it faster. Now I'm gonna make my way down this way as well with wallpaper and stuff, and that'll take a while, so... And it'll take a while to evacuate this top part, I think. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, they're working their way down here into space, so we can explore and see what's down here. Just building drywall as they go, but we need ladders as well. So ladder and drywall all the way down. Probably priority 7 is okay. And how's it going up here? Got our extra water there. And this is all exposed to space. Hasn't fully evacuated yet. I don't know if it ever will. I guess we'll just keep watching it for a couple hundred cycles and see how it goes. And then down here I made a slight adjustment. I added a valve here just so we can control the amount of water coming out of here, because I don't want to use it all up. So we had to reserve our extra toilet water coming out this way, but oxygen was getting a bit low, so we had to kind of supplement it. But we also need to get morbs going in here. So once this toilet is full, I'm gonna lock the door, and hopefully we'll get some morbs forming. But we'll also need a pump. We're gonna need a pump to get the air out of there. So maybe I'll build that ahead of time. Because the morbs, they only will start making their oxygen if the pressure is below 1,000, I think. So I'll just get this kind of set up, not fully wired up, but just so we can lock the door later. And maybe I'll disable one of the lavatories so they're more likely to go down here and go in the outhouse instead. And then we'll send this air, once we get some morbs in there. Actually, I should probably seal this up a bit more. Well, actually, that's their only way through here. Oh, we'll make another way for them to get through. Let's lock this door. Put an airlock here. Make this a small room. It doesn't have to be very big. Like so. And hopefully we get a morb in there. We need 24 of them. Hopefully we get one. But I'm running out of time in this episode. I do want to just explore a bit more down this way, so I'm going to wait until they finish this, and in the last minute of the episode, hopefully we'll get to see what's down here. Okay, so it's taken a while, but we're down to the bottom of the map here, and I found this void, which I haven't seen yet. It's not space, it's a void. So we'll have to see what happens when we go up there. I'm a little bit worried the game's going to crash, but we're at the end of the episode anyway, and I also found a little ice biome in here that we haven't discovered yet. So if we zoom out, there's something in there, so we'll head in there. That means more sleet wheat, more food, that's good. We'll check that out next episode, and we're almost done all the research. And then we can... Oh, wait a minute. Am I done? Oh, one last thing for glass. So we'll finish that up. Then we can get rid of our research buildings. And then I want to add more decor in here to keep them happy. And try to cycle everyone through every job. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.